All right. Hi, y'all. Hello. 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 Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's morning still. I just got back in from church. Well, we actually just got back in from church. I've been read. Yeah, this got nothing to do with the party because the party is a cult. So this got nothing to do with the red party. This is red. It's Palm Sunday. On Palm Sunday and Good Friday, we were read basically, well, not to celebrate, but basically it's to acknowledge the passion of Christ. So that's why we were read on Palm Sunday and Good Friday. But that's not why I came. I didn't come to give you a lecture on Catholic procedures and standards because I am Catholic. Those of you who know me, who've known me for a while, know that I am Catholic. But I'm just explaining the red. It had nothing to do with the cult party because the party, that is the cult party. Trust me, there's a cult. But I basically what I wanted to do today before I get my day started because I have lots of stuff to do today. I want to clean the car. Um, I am fortunate in that I'm not one of those people whereby any water got into my home, but water was on our bridge on the yard. So I want to clean off the bridge because it looks like though we're gonna get some. Well, we're getting sun right now, and once it's hot, it's better to sweep the sand and the mud and so on off your bridge and so. So I got some things that I need to get done. So I said, let me do this video now before I get a little exhausted during the day. I know my face looks kind of maybe I guess darker than usual because I'm wearing a different makeup, but that's quite all right. I'm a proud black woman, proud black girl. But it's just that my usual makeup, I use the different makeup, and it has me looking a darker tone. Like I said, that's quite all right. But I wanted to come and talk to folks, especially folks who are still reeling from floodwaters that may have gotten your homes yesterday and in your yards. I trust that you're doing better today. Everyone was out and about, all of the public officials, government, opposition, everybody. We were all outside. I gotta say we because we had our Region 4 RDC councillor, Tanifa Stull. She was in East Ranvelt and I think West Ranvelt as well. So to doing some examination of the floodwaters and so on to see what damage it could have done to our people, regardless whether you support Forward Guyana movement or not. Of course, the PPP, well, you're gonna get flood for the outside smiling. This is like I told people that the president's a bragging rights president. Now the entire government is bragging rights government. They like social media and TikTok and smile and hold umbrellas and to use words from our member of parliament, Amanzo Walton. They like go there and kiss babies and distract people, and people is get excited and impressed and so on. So everybody was outside yesterday. We all outside, and this morning, them people they cleaning the place, the house, the yard, whatever. We don't know, other than you going out and taking pics and smiling with them, we don't know what else will be done to bring them some, sort of release. People gonna say, oh, but Malika, yeah, I see the PPP apologists out there, the government apologists out there already saying, oh, but it's rain, you gotta get rain, you gotta expect rain. Clean the drains properly. You're billing you all over with sand trucks, this truck, you're billing this, you're throwing waste here. The citizens of themselves being lawless and dumping waste. Nobody monitoring them things. You outside spending the aisle money for you enriching your friends and your family. Our point is, especially for our Guyana movement point is, if proper procedures are put in place, you're going to see this kind of flooding, or according to them, accumulation of water on the land. It's the same flooding, but okay. Tomato, potato, whatever. But I wanted to come and, you know, I am one of the fortunate ones. Yes, my community was underwater, yeah, yesterday, but the water ran. What am I saying? Mixing up my English, sounding low down, but okay. The water ran off quite reasonably. The entire yard was underwater. Yes, not the entire yard, but mostly the backyard. Because our front yard is higher than the back, like most people. So we would have seen some dry land this morning. But for people who are still, the water is still high in some communities, in some homes, people are still sweeping out water. I want to come to you, let you know that you're in my thoughts and in my prayers. You're in Forward Guyana's thoughts and prayers as well. Um, again, smiling and taking pics with these people can't help them. What we need to do, we too, in this country, especially this government, we too reactive. We not proactive. If you go on Amanzo Walton this year's page, this is Member of Parliament Amanzo Walton's page. If you go on that page, you will see a clip where less than 2 months ago, the Member of Parliament asked the prime minister of in the parliament during the examination of the 2026 budget debates, the examination of the estimate. She asked him, what is your disaster risk management plan? He got none. He jumped up and said there's a flood management plan. What was he talking about? Look how we get skin up yesterday. Huh? But they go on the defensive every time you ask them. Oh, nobody mustn't ask nothing. We mustn't hold the PPP accountable. But I'm here to say we're gonna continue to hold them accountable. And you see, you PPP apologists out there, I tell y'all, I keep telling y'all, this is the second time I'm telling y'all. Not until the shoe on the other foot and y'all start feeling it, then is when you won't come around and understand what we're saying. And the apologists here, well, me, man, y'all apologize. Don't come on my page and apologize for them because y'all ain't gonna get the nice side of me. You know, I'm gonna give you an example. Earlier in the week, I posted about the cash grant and the process and so on, and the fact that many of us, including me, especially me, don't trust this government. Some people don't want to reveal the bank account number to them. People jump up, oh, but like, what can they possibly do with it? I don't know. I am not an expert at manipulation and deceit. That is the government. Y'all ask me this now. Why am I questioning it? What I could possibly do with your bank account? I don't know, but what I know is that the PPP are always up to something, and y'all keep underestimating them. We didn't know what we would do with the information when we get them the information last year in 2025 for the cash grant. They take all of the information and use it. Yeah, I know I'm not speaking proper English right now. I ain't mood to speak proper English. They take all of the information and they use it for elections. They use it for got people calling and harassing people during elections. I didn't know what they were doing with it then. So don't ask me now. Don't come asking me. Why am I questioning it? What it could possibly do with your banking information? Again, the PPP are always up to something, but y'all problem is that you bury your heads in the sand and you keep underestimating. You keep underestimating that monster that is the PPP that have us all in this state. So one of them, he jump up on me page for talk, but I mislead people. Me mislead nobody, I ask a question. So I said all of that to say, the PPP apologists, don't come on my page. Don't come on TikTok. Don't come on Facebook. Don't come on WhatsApp. Don't come on Yahoo. If you're a PPP apologist, apologize for them on your page. Don't come on my page with it because I got no apologies to make for calling them out on the nonsense. Y'all, people like you are the reason that the PPP continue to oppress us, to oppress our people. But once y'all living nice, y'all don't care. I could say anything. You see, I getting work for the sweating off all the makeup. But I got distracted and emotional with that. Like I said, I came to talk about the people who are still reeling from the flood waters. Though some people you've lost furniture, appliance damage, because nobody expected that sort of rain and the water to come in the way it was. So I want you to know that I know thoughts and prayers. Some of you may say thoughts can't help you out, but I can tell you prayers could help. Whether you believe or not, whether you're a person of faith or religious background or whatever, I can tell you thoughts and prayers are helping. And I want you to know that you're in our thoughts and prayers. But Guyanese, I want to urge y'all, and this is me basically repeating a sentiment of the Leader Forward Guyana movement. I think right now there is supposed to be a premiere happening on our page. Head to the Amanda Walton, this Leader Forward Guyana movement's page. She's not in the country. She's traveling on, of course, political business and getting work done. But she did a live, and I think that live is supposed to be running as I speak with you. But I want to echo her sentiments, and she's one of the persons I'm so grateful for, because I get to learn from every day. And I want to echo her sentiments that to remind Guyanese that I know y'all. Sorry saying it, y'all. It sounds like a condemning you, but I'm not condemning you, but I'm just calling out something. You get too easily impressed with these government officials. All they do is walk about, take pics, and smile and pretend that there's some things that they are not. When the president ain't picking mangoes, he out there cooking cook up with Catherine. We still don't know who's do that, but he out there cooking cook up with Catherine. When he doing that, he then East Ruimveldt sit down on the grass. I posted something on Facebook yesterday saying, no, I want you to go back in East Ruimveldt. Don't just go to examine flood waters. Go and sit down. The people with the house flood, go and sit down in the house. Go and sit down and eat and drink with them in the same flood water. That is what I want you to do for me. I am saying when these government officials go here, there, and everywhere, especially the current minister of labor that can't tell me nothing properly about the labor sector yet. Since he go in there, all he just do is step on TikTok and smile. I don't know why they didn't separate the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sport and create a youth ministry and give him. He might be more suited in there because all he doing is flossing and on social media. They should have created a ministry of youth and put Keoma Griffith there because he's a waste of time in the Ministry of Labor as far as I'm concerned. My point is when these people move around the place, me saying disrespect them, they gotta do what they gotta do because at the end of the day, there are people who voted for them and put them there. Unfortunately, tragically, there are people who voted for them and put them there. So they have to move around and they gotta do what they gotta do. But y'all stop. idolizing these people. The minute the president and his wife or whoever do a photo shoot now, I just be surprised at the comments. And I mean, some people might say I'm being petty, but I don't care. Why y'all still celebrating these people? Understand these people are our oppressors. Why are y'all celebrating our oppressors? These people don't like us. These people like their friends and their family. These people aim to destroy us or to beat us into submission. Ask Sherwin Holder. People want to tear Sherwin Holder up now, because, including the PNC, because Sherwin Holder come out and the front center doing work with the PPP or whatever. Y'all want to tear you up now, you come for expel Sherwin Holder. That don't make no sense. This man did what he had to do months ago. His own father came out and asked the question. And this is what talk about the PPP beating people into submission. This own man, father came out and asked the question. What is his child supposed to do now when he got children to feed, mortgage to pay, whatever other bills to pay? What he supposed to do now? Because, of course, the PNC didn't put him back in parliament because we know them already had much seats to share out. This is my example of them beating you into submission. Stop allowing it. Stop allowing it. The people are our oppressors and you're allowing them. You continue to allow them to oppress us. I'm not saying disrespect them, but I'm saying let it do what it gotta do. Stop being excited and think about them. This is why Sharon Hall is a perfect example. Is BT get beat into submission. Because you know what they do? They bring you to your knees. They take your access. They take it. Look at example. Hey, sir. They went into office and they make sure they hunt me down. They fired me, ensure that I don't have an income. That is what they did to me. Reduce me to what? And people who know me personally would be able to say the type of jobs that I have had to get since then. From the time the PPP went into office to now. They beat you into submission. But me, this so money, someone like Natasha Ramsey, daughter of Anne Ramsey, will never beat me into submission. You know why? Because when I step out there, I walk with God. I walk with the Almighty. And when I go on my knees for y'all, is He gonna protect me? Y'all will never beat me, and so many other people just like me. Y'all ain't gonna beat me into submission. And this is where my Guyanese brothers and sisters keep getting caught up. You get so elated and excited about every little stupidness they do in public. They don't deserve no blasted good credit. Look, a certain farmer minister. Big run over the road, big public hug up with she and a now minister. This minister would have just got it out. Big hug up in the public. Now you come for criticize the same minister. Sorry, I know I might have been out of place, but I had to go punch your page and comment and tell you, but you go hug she up some more. And she can't understand. This farmer minister, sometimes our own people disappoint me. This farmer minister can't understand why I got a problem with she being all huggy lovey and thing with the current minister in the public. I had this. I'm saying, the people who know me, let them tell you the type of jobs that I have done since the PPP went into office and ordered, and they came after me. I have receipts. I have receipts. Y'all know I got evidence of how I had to be able to, what I had to do to be able to even work anywhere at all in this country. So nobody can talk to me about nothing. Y'all continue to allow these people to beat us into submission. Granted, there are photos. I got photos with connecting with the president or whatever because of the jobs, the type of jobs that I have had to take. But I'll tell y'all again, they not this little y'all here, so this little Guyanese y'all from Region 4, y'all they ain't gonna beat me into submission. Because when I walk outside, I walk with the man upstairs. You see, now I come and get worked up and I get distracted, even though my intention here was to just come to check in to see how people who, would have lost from the floods and so on yesterday. And then to top it off, they give me blackout 2 or 3 times in the night and come with a stupid excuse. And nobody mustn't criticize the PPP. And not the PPP alone saying that, it's not the PPP government alone saying nobody mustn't criticize them. The little lackeys that run around the place that getting so many crumbs. It's people like y'all got them oppressing me. Y'all living life while the rest of we scraping off the ground. Ain't nobody must condemn them. And that is why I said that is a cult. And they will never beat me into submission. And so many other people got the same principle and the policies and policies that I do. That is a blasted cult. So all of y'all who's part of the cult, stay there. That's y'all choice to be part of a cult. That is a cult. Y'all remember Jim Jones? Y'all remember the Jim Jones story? That is Jim Jones. The only difference is that the particular Jim Jones story from 1970, how much my history into right now. came from another country. But this Jim Jones here said they're creating right. It is a cult. Stop allowing the PPP to beat y'all into submission. Stop allowing them to oppress you. I know it's hard. Everybody saying like people got bills to pay. What you want me to do? I got bills to pay too. It's hard. My mother could tell you every single day. You got to fight to make $1 out of 50 cents because this is what you're dealing with, a bunch of oppressors. But they're flitting around with it. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know how it upset, and I think my mother is worse. Y'all know how it upsets me every time I open social media and I see a minister here smiling and everything they do, it has to be a big show. The cash grant money to be even like it's some gift they giving we every minute for 24 hours, every minute Ashley singing your face. Y'all ain't doing we no favors. That's what we deserve as a people. Y'all are not doing us any favors. We born here, we neighbor, stringberry here is what we entitled to. Anything this country get, anything this country earn, whether we inherit it, whether we dig and find it, is we own. All we. So y'all ain't doing we no favors. Stop getting them exciting, y'all. You come up with a new system for the cash grant. People, everybody excited, registration online and whatnot. These are little things that keep exciting y'all. And I'm gonna keep repeating what MP Amanda says. Y'all are too easily impressed. This is not nothing that they giving y'all because they like y'all. They don't like us. They don't have a choice. And when they give it, it's easier for them to thief. You're coming and giving out cash grant. Everything got to be a big production and a big fanfare. It got to be loud and large. Because y'all want the world know y'all doing something. Y'all ain't doing nothing for we yet. And like I said, anything y'all do, we born here, we born and grow here. But people like them, they want you run, they want you pack up and run. Once you're supporting them again, you must pack up and run. But don't worry, nothing lasts forever. The man upstairs will most we deserve, and when we go up on we two knees and talk to him, nothing don't last forever. And we, Guyana, the genuine and faithful people in Guyana, we must see stronger soldiers because he keep putting we through it. That is a cult. I've gone on longer than I intended to go. Stop allowing the PPP to oppress us. And the way you're allowing them to oppress us is because you are too easy. You think when I used to work at Teleperformance Guyana, when I had to connect with them and be working along with them to provide a certain information because there was a privacy, you think I was happy about it? But no, I used to have to put on a fake smile. How much times do you have a call in ministry and deal with it? I put on a fake smile and I get it done because at the end of the day, I'm a professional. But these are the people who continue to oppress us. It's Sunday, like I said, I have a lot to do today. The day just fly out so quickly. I ain't even had proper breakfast yet, so I'm going to go do that now. If you're still cleaning out your homes or whatever from the flood, remember that you're in my thoughts and you're in my prayers. Look out for them creepy crawly creatures, whether they're crawling in your yard or in your house. I remember years ago there was a flooded situation. I think it was in 2014. This is a lifetime ago. That makes me feel old. And I was living in a certain apartment and the rains came. I can't remember if it was rains alone or a breach of some sort, but it was Cummins Lodge, and you know that's close to this. Well, I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember sitting in my living room and watching water come in with it was fine, a fine snake just walking through. But yeah, no, the next morning I began to move because the thing is the apartment was flooded already. I wasn't gonna stay there, and it wasn't an apartment with tiles or flooring. It had the what you call it is linoleum, vinyl, whatever it is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The things that you just paste down on the floor. And I moved out. But my point is, and that was a horrible experience to me. It was a fine snake crawling in my living room through the water. So look out for creepy crawly creatures. Just be safe, especially if it rains again during this week. Just take all of the necessary precautions you can take, because only you can take care of you. I've gone on for almost 20 minutes. This is where I'll stop. We will talk again. In the meantime, have a good week. Be safe. Be good to yourselves. Be kind to each other. And I love you as always. Have a great Sunday. Mwah.